with you. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
What it do, nephew? It's your Uncle Lou. And I'm coming at you with something that we usually do. Now, today, coming at you with something that's pretty concerning. So, was at the gym a couple days ago, and matter of fact, one of my friends was talking, and he asked me if I heard about the galaxy gas, all this stuff that's going on with the galaxy gas. I haven't heard anything about this. I've heard a tad bit here and there. I know that they're like whippets, like that thing from a few years ago, but it's just taking over. It's sweeping the nation right now, right? So I decided to figure out and educate myself what galaxy gas is and what this so-called epidemic is. And no other better person to deep dive this than CoffeeZilla. Now, we're going to be watching this off of his other channel, VoidZilla. Not going to waste no more time. Just going to hop right into
Welcome back. Today we're breaking down
Shout out to
galaxy
CoffeeZilla.
gas. Who's behind it? Is it bad? Is it really just for food? And am I in my old man arc? Because today we're complaining about a TikTok trend, okay? A dangerous trend.
It's supposed to be for food?
No, the answer is no. I'm very cool, still very hip, still very with it, okay? But I did want to talk about nitrous oxide today, a.k.a. laughing gas, a.k.a. whippets, a.k.a. doing a Kanye. Look, it's kind of an old thing,
So it's
and
laughing
that's kind of
gas.
become a new thing because we've Americanized this small little canister that used to, you used to get this little cartridge thing and people would inhale it and get high. You get it at the dentist sometimes. Now we've turned it into a flavored giant canister that kids are walking around school. And
You guys are walking around fucking school with this shit? There's no way.
doing in their classroom.
Oh, he got footage. What fucking school you go to, motherfucker?
God damn.
Bro, they go to the blood school or something? Like, gosh damn, what? Bro, this kid look pretty old, bro.
God
He got the neck and the arm. Are you sure these school kids? This
No,
not
it's
real.
not just the youth
That's crazy,
that are
bro.
on this. It's also mainstream celebrities.
Just a fact.
Like Kanye West was recently exposed for
Well, I've
being
seen
addicted
that.
to nitrous oxide. I say exposed,
Ridiculous.
but he also posted this video.
Ryan Garcia, this yeah, I'm on the nitrous.
So I don't know how much you can expose somebody who's just posting
Crazy.
that. But rappers everywhere are sort of also getting into this. In fact, Adam22, who does a podcast kind of covering some of this stuff recently, released
he
a
gonna
video
cover a
4
lot
years
of that
ago
shit.
talking about this drug is taking over the rap game. Even back then, it was becoming more popular. Here's kind of what he said about it.
Now, it all seems like fun and games at first, right? Like laughing gas can't be so bad. But in the long term is when you really start to see the nasty side effects kick in.
Funny enough, if you fast forward 4 years to
Don't tell me
today, he was on his podcast recently and did whippets on his own podcast, which I thought was weird for someone who's like, yeah, this is bad. It's going to ruin your brain. All right, let's go.
You better blur my ass so bad, Michael.
That's like the biggest peer pressure shit I ever seen in my life. This dude is like 50. This is a 50-year-old dude sitting here doing whippets on his fucking podcast.
All right, now you add a 22 now.
Yeah, I overdid it. I did it too fat. What the?
Yeah.
And guess how old this young gentleman is? Leave it down in the comments. I'll provide an answer randomly throughout this video. Because I found out this the other
But
day.
it's not just the kids and rappers.
He's 24.
Even Joe Rogan's podcast has seen some of this stuff. Ari Shaffir, a comedian, recently did whippets live on the show.
What is that?
Bullshit.
You spaz throwing shit.
What do you got, whippets?
Yeah.
Oh, you sick.
You whippets?
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Might not be
Is this
blown up
legal?
enough.
No.
Yes, like you get them at head shops.
No.
No?
You're going to forget how to play pool.
Okay, do whippets kill brain cells?
Okay, so then he's
The most
taking
responsible
whippets while
question
Joe
ever.
Rogan's reading. Do they kill brain cells? Yes or no? Answer actually is a yes. But if you heard in the background, they kind of say, is this legal? And then somebody's like, no. And somebody else says, well, no, they just sell them in like head shops everywhere. And that's part of the problem, is that while nitrous oxide is supposed to be just for, dental, like as a drug to be consumed by people, is supposed to be controlled. At the same time, there's also this
Why
kind of
are y'all
loophole
doing this?
where it technically can be sold for culinary purposes, where it's sold for like whipped cream, because to use a whipped cream canister, you need a little bit of nitrous in order to make it like fluffy. But it's not going to make you high because you're not actually ingesting the stuff. So the loophole that has been figured out by these companies is that you can sell these canisters as chargers for whipped cream. And this brings us to Galaxy Gas. This is currently the most popular way to abuse nitrous oxide. And if you go to their website, they say that it's intended solely as a food processing propellant for whipped cream and culinary use only. And you say yes. And then they have recipes for how to use their product. And then you can see all their different stuff here. However, this is just a cover story. And part of the reason I'm doing this is it pissed me off the way people credulously cover this stuff, where they go, people are misusing Galaxy Gas. It's actually intended as a food product.
So it's supposed to take your desserts to the next level, but using it the wrong way is leaving people high.
It's not a food product. The creators know it's not a food product.
This dude is pissed. Oh my gosh. Bro, CoffeeZilla is very informative. He's going to do his damn research.
This is just how they get around the law, right?
Teens are getting a hold of Galaxy Gas and similar products following a dangerous trend on, of course, all places, social media. And while it has many legitimate uses, it also creates a brief but potentially deadly high.
The way you cover loopholes like this isn't going like, oh, it's being, it was intended for this, but it's being misused. No, it was always intended to be abused. So I saw this video is kind of the reason I'm covering all of this. This video says the guy who invented Galaxy Gas, and it says he has no idea at the bottom, as if he thought this was going, and then, by the way, this is not the creator of Galaxy Gas, but this video was created, and it's an old commercial that got saved, and it's of them talking about the food, like the food aspect of all of this. And people just believe this stuff.
Galaxy Gas? Well, you probably already know. But really, we're the best thing that's ever happened to your kitchen.
He look like he only cook once he get fried anyways.
Because Galaxy Gas is the purest culinary nitrous in the galaxy. Why start your morning off with that boring Keurig coffee when you can just as easily whip yourself up a nitro cold? We got 8 amazing flavors for you to chef up whatever your heart desires.
So if the bad acting wasn't sort of already a dead
For
giveaway,
food?
there's even more proof that
Why
this
not
is
just
just
cook it how it's
a
supposed to
silly
be cooked?
cover-up. Now, albeit they're going through with the bit because they create little recipes. Even if you go to their website, they have like all their YouTube videos are them like creating little recipes with their thing. Like so they're really committing to the idea that, oh, we really believe this is, everyone's using this to chef stuff up. But there's an easy way this is not true. And that's because if you were to actually use these canisters for their intended purpose of whipped cream, it's way too much. Like, you only need a tiny amount of nitrous to fill an entire whipped cream can. And so this report at Fox 8 Local did a good job of breaking this down.
Of whipped cream per container. Now, a can like this typically takes about 6.5 grams of nitrous oxide to make.
That shit's ridiculous. That's
Compare
the
that
longest
to this
ad
tank
I've
with
ever let
2,000
play.
grams of nitrous oxide. If you portion things out similarly, you can make approximately 22,792 servings of whipped cream with that strawberry watermelon nitrous alone.
It's preposterous once you actually learn how much whipped cream this stuff could make, to think that anyone in their right mind would be using it for this. And obviously the creators of the product who are portioning it out know that fact. The reason they're selling something that could make 22,000 servings of whipped cream, which no normal person needs, is because they know nobody's using it actually for culinary purposes.
Agreed.
The other thing is a lot of these products are not sold by a culinary place. It's sold by like vape shops. In fact, if you remember the guy who supposedly created Galaxy Gas, I'll show you them again. That's the buddy, and this is the other guy, this guy who did not invent it but supposedly invented it. Turns out you can find him as the promoter of something called Cloud9 Smoke Co., where he is making promotional videos for a vape shop.
The vape in my pocket is the Rello bar in the red apple frozen flavor. It tastes amazing, and of course, this bar has the juice indicator.
So obviously, this guy is not moonlighting as a chef. This is just a cover story to sell an illegal high, an otherwise illegal high. Now, I want to be clear. I don't believe that's the guy behind all of this. People have been wondering for a while, who
this is crazy,
behind
bro.
Galaxy Gas?
I don't really.
Who are these guys? Because
I don't
nowadays,
know if I've
first of
seen
all,
people
nobody's
actually
really
walking
in
around
front
with
of the
it.
product anymore. They shoot most of their videos from the head up, and they cover their sleeves. So it's hard to know. It's clear that they're trying to kind of cover their tracks, but we have a hint from an old magazine that they forgot to scrub off the internet. This is a feature in a vape shop magazine. It says, hitting new highs financially. Here you can see the first mention of the founders, what I believe to be the founders. It says there are brothers Amor, Sammy, Ben, and Kareem. They run something called SBK International, and they're the owners of Cloud9 in Georgia. So the company that guy was promoting, they own it. Sam, Ben, and Kareem Amor. We know this is true because if you go to the state of Georgia, you can find that the guy on file for Galaxy Gas LLC is Khalil Amor.
I told y'all.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That
And the same guy is
don't miss,
CEO
man.
of SBK International
This dude do his fucking
with the
research.
same last name as those brothers. Again, we can also find
Wish I was in school with him.
complaint against Cloud9
Would have did my fucking
and
homework.
SBK. We also see Khalil Amor, Ben Salim Amor, and Sammy Amor all named. So I think these are the guys behind it. They don't want to be on the front of their culinary nitrous organization for obvious reasons, but they are seemingly the guys behind it. At least they're registered as the guys behind it, especially Khalil Amor. Now, it's also worth saying that because this has gotten so popular and so many people are doing it in schools, as well as just culturally, it's kind of nitrous is having another moment because of these supersized canisters of nitrous. It is also being looked at by regulators very closely, and I think probably will get shut down or be meaningfully kind of watched. In fact, Galaxy Gas, a lot of people haven't seen this, recently terminated their Georgia entity. So in just
Why
a
is
few
this
days
even
ago,
a thing?
couple weeks
The
ago,
fact that this is
they
even a
terminated
story.
their company under Georgia law. Additionally, you used to be able to buy their products
Gastronomy.
on Amazon, crazy enough,
Crazy.
and now they're unavailable. So are they going under? Are they trying to hide? It's unknown. But what's clear is that all eyes are on these guys, and they're definitely being watched. Now, do I think that's going to be the end of this epidemic? No, because there are so many copycat products and similar people trying to make money on a similar idea. But I want to be clear, all of them use the same stupid loophole of like, ooh, we're just wanting to sell whipped cream flavored chargers. But you know it's not true because of the size of the thing that they sell and where they sell these things. In fact, while looking at this video, even though Galaxy Gas is unavailable, you can get a similar size tank for nitrous oxide. You can get 24 of them, which would do about 500,000 servings of whipped cream directly from Amazon. You can get it shipped to your door, free delivery. So anytime you see this stuff, please do not report like, oh, people are misusing it for the purpose. No, it was always intended to be misused. It was always intended as a way to get people high. It was just a loophole that these scumbags were doing to make money from you losing brain cells or people you love losing brain cells. So, yeah, I just wanted to
These
cover
kids
that.
don't
I just
care.
thought I've seen a lot of people report on this, and everybody seems to be smoke-screened by this food intention. And I just wanted to be clear about, like, who's behind this stuff, what's actually going on, and where I think it's going, which is, like, it's probably hit its cultural moment, and I think probably regulators are going to crack down at this point. So, anyway, that's basically it. Thanks for watching this Galaxy Gas review. Bye.
All right, nephew. That was a pretty on-point assessment, again, by CoffeeZilla. Pretty much brought it to the light. I don't know if he covered everything. Let me know down below if he left anything out about this little epidemic. But me personally, I haven't really seen anybody walking around with it. Like, I've heard it's really only been young people. So I'm not really around youngins like that. But I'd imagine, nephew, you ain't one of them, right? If you coming back here, you ain't on that Galaxy Gas, okay? Nephew, take it easy. You already know. Keep your mind, body, and spirit in check. Stay locked in, right? I'll catch you on the next one. You're going to be back here. Make it easy. Subscribe so you can make your way here a little easier because you keep coming back. But like, share it with somebody. Just putting them on, all right? Peace. You know where I'm at.